Gary Neville believes that Tottenham being relegated is as exciting as the title race. Jamie O'Hara says that Tottenham were absolutely shocking. Jamie Carragher doesn't believe Tottenham will win at Wolves. Andy Robertson is linked with Tottenham in the summer, and Romero could be back for the World Cup. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name's Lee and this is the Tottenham News. If you're watching this episode on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, like, share and comment in the comment section below. If you're listening on audio platforms, please do hit the follow button and leave a review if you can. So, lots of comments coming out from various sources following Tottenham's defeat against Sunderland yesterday. So just going to go through those for you today. So starting off with Gary Neville on Spurs' possible relegation. It's as interesting as the title race. The Spurs question: can they go down? Will they go down? Is this the biggest club that's ever gone down in Premier League history? Aston Villa are a massive club, but Tottenham have been in the Champions League finals in the last 5, 6, 7 years and won the Europa League last year. This would be a monstrous moment. Some say it would be good for the game because it would demonstrate competitiveness that anybody can go down in the Premier League, just as when Leicester won it. It was the most phenomenal story that anybody can win the Premier League. I actually like what De Zerbi did today on paper, putting Mawani, Solanke and Richarlison up front as a three-pronged attack. It did have great balance, but I thought they would potentially cause more problems. They've lost at Sunderland and they've got big matches to come. The unthinkable could happen. I think they'll just get out of it, but I've got no confidence to sit here and say Tottenham are safe right now. Everyone knows they're in massive trouble and it's unthinkable. Former Spurs midfielder Jamie O'Hara on Tottenham's 1-0 defeat at Sunderland, talking on Sky Sports News. Absolutely shocking. Didn't deserve anything from the game. Sunderland took control and created good opportunities. Kinski made some really good saves, but it's a terrible goal to concede. It sums up Spurs this season. They did absolutely nothing, offered nothing. Non-existent performance all over the park. Conor Gallagher, shocking. Kolo Muani, shocking. Solanke, shocking. Richarlison, shocking. Udogie, shocking. You can't carry 6 players when you are fighting relegation. You have to fight and put in a performance. Absolutely woeful again. I can't believe how bad this team has got. De Zerbi is a good manager, but he can't produce miracles. The players have to produce for him. Nowhere near good enough. The quality on the pitch is non-existent. These players have fallen so far off from where they think they are as footballers. I'm not seeing anything from this team that warrants staying in the Premier League. There is nothing that says they can stay up. There isn't enough fight, quality or passion. For the majority of the game, I couldn't believe what I was watching. These players are nowhere near it. Jamie Carragher on Tottenham and possible relegation. Normally a new manager comes in and you say it's his first game, that has to go out the window. It had to go out the window for Igor Tudor, and it's the same for Roberto De Zerbi because they had to find themselves. I can't believe it. Tottenham look like they're going to go down. The other teams have something going for them. 1 point in 24. You look at the fixtures and you think that's a good game for Tottenham, but they're awful. Tottenham are a good game for them. Wolves are bottom of the league. Do you think Tottenham will go there and win? No chance. Various reports in Argentina are stating that Christian Romero will miss the remainder of the Premier League season with an injury. He should be fit enough for the World Cup. Fabrizio Romano has stated, Cuti Romero's season with Tottenham almost over as he's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. Romero suffered a medial collateral ligament injury. He's expected to be fit and available for the World Cup 2026 with Argentina. And finally, the BBC have reported that Tottenham are in advanced talks over a free transfer for Liverpool defender Andy Robertson this summer. Robertson confirmed last week he is leaving Anfield after 9 years at the club when his contract expires this summer. Spurs have long-term interest in the 32-year-old left-back and tried to sign him during the transfer window in January, but Liverpool were not prepared to let him leave. Tottenham remain committed to signing the Scotland captain, and while sources insist a full agreement is yet to be reached, discussions are understood to be at an advanced stage. Any deal, however, is contingent on Spurs staying in the Premier League. They are 18th in the table and in relegation zone, 2 points adrift of 17th placed West Ham. It doesn't make for good reading, does it? Let's be absolutely clear. I agree a lot with Gary Neville. I think we've got some good players on paper. It's just not happening. We do have enough games to still get out of it, and we do have teams that we should be beating or at least competing with. And I think, some of the running for some of the other teams is as hard, if not harder. Certainly West Ham have got some difficult games to play. But you look at the other teams, as Carragher says, and they look like they've got quality and fight, in their game that they're willing to keep going for and getting out of this. Whereas Tottenham just don't see it. And even to say that we won't get anything at Wolves, and Wolves have been terrible this season, you wouldn't say it's a bang on because, we didn't beat them at home. So, beating them away is a whole new kettle of fish. They got fantastic fans, fantastic following Wolves as well, that keep going. So it's looking really, really difficult. The one I don't go along with too much, Jamie O'Hara, I think he's very clickbaity. I think as a supposed Tottenham fan, I think his comments are probably what a lot of fans would say in the heat of the moment. So possibly you can kind of forgive it a little bit. I didn't think Richarlison was shocking. I thought he was poor, but he was the only one getting any kind of poor attempts, but he was the only one likely to score a goal. Solanke was absolutely nowhere. Mawani was absolutely nowhere. He doesn't mention anything around the refereeing decisions, the poor refereeing decisions in that game either, which didn't go against us. And bear in mind, we lost the game to a deflected shot from outside the area. And when you look at when he says that Sunderland took control and created opportunities, I don't recall too many opportunities. Don't remember too many saves from Kinski, who I thought had a solid game. So I think he's looking at that with different glasses to the ones that I'm wearing for sure. But it's all about personal opinion, isn't it? And he has his opinion and he's entitled to it. But of course, the more clicks he gets, the better. So the report about Romero being out, I think we all knew that. And that's where the tears come from, the crocodile tears of not being able to help the team. I don't believe that. I think his tears are about not playing in the World Cup. But if he's got an MCL injury rather than an ACL, which I think is what he was thinking, and he's only out for 6 to 8 weeks, then he could be back and training and ready to go out to Argentina's squad and play in the World Cup, and he'll probably put in a fantastic performance and they'll win the World Cup and he'll come back, as a World Cup winner and then look to move somewhere else if we get relegated. But that's me being bitter and twisted. And the final story about Andy Robertson, seen this reported over the last few days. I think he would be an absolute great addition to the team. He's won multiple trophies at Liverpool, got lots and lots of experience, still only 32. Left back, we desperately need a left back cover for Udogie, who's in and out of the game with injuries, and his form isn't always the greatest. I thought on Sunday, I didn't think he did badly. I thought he did okay in parts, but not enough driving, not enough putting crosses in, and that's my big issue with all of that. When you've got no player centrally that can break the lines and pull some strings, it's all coming from wide. If they're not crossing the ball, then no one's getting anything on it. That's why I prefer Tell up top there rather than maybe Moani. Even if you'd have still played Richarlison on the left, I'd have played Tell on the right rather than Moani. I think Moani is wasted. I don't think he's ever going to come to any good at Tottenham. He may be a good player. He may do really well in Italy. He may well do okay in France, but certainly in the Premier League, it's just not happening for him. So really, really disappointed with that. But yeah, so those are your the Tottenham news this evening. As I said at the beginning, if you're watching on YouTube and you have not subscribed to the channel, why not? Come on, hit that subscribe button now. It won't cost you anything, but you'll get to know whenever there is any uploads into the channel. If you are listening on audio platforms, please do hit the follow button and leave a review. Again, this all helps, all these clever algorithms that help the channel grow. My name's Lee. I am Lee the Dorset Spur. I have my own YouTube channel. If you liked what I've done, rather than just hitting the like button, but please do hit the like button and comment, but come on over to my channel and sub to my channel. That would be absolutely brilliant. I'm slowly growing thanks to the support I'm getting from you guys over here on Chris's channel. So please do consider doing that. I'd be much appreciative of it. But until the next time, up the Spurs.